Welcome. My name is William Matos. Thank you for your time on this electrical presentation. I'm a 35-year real estate developer, and I've been in Puerto Rico since 2011. I have met some of the most incredible engineers, architects, economists, and that group of individuals that I've worked side by side with, we have really morphed into a Puerto Rico think tank. We have focused in the last 4 years on energy and food security for the island of Puerto Rico and primarily for all the other islands in the Caribbean. I'd like to share with you a project. Northeast corner of Puerto Rico, there's a little municipality called Ceiba. According to the 2020 census, Ceiba currently has 11,000 residents. In 2004, the U.S. Navy closed the base at Roosevelt Roads. And when that base closed, approximately 30,000 residents left, and with it left the economy. I'd like to share with you the site. This is approximately 1,800 acres in Ceiba. It was a full community. This was the naval base. Millions of square foot lies there, completely built, and over 20 years have passed with overgrown brush, roads. This project is a huge undertaking, very possible. This project requires 38 miles worth of sewer lines. This project requires 28 lift stations. Hurricane Maria took out just about 95 to 97% of all the power poles. This has to be totally redesigned with underground wiring. How do we rebirth and create a true green energy city? We start with a city center. Every community has to have a small little city in order to build off of. Here on the master plan, site D1, we have identified farmers market, the bank, 24-hour walk-in clinic, altar of prayer, weight loss center, former Navy Lodge for suites. This is where it's got to start. We need to bring the properties back to their former glory. This is the church in its day. After 20 years of total desolation here, there's no question. And as a man of faith, I believe that the first thing that needs to be reopened is the church. We need to establish an altar of prayer. Then we move on. That's the former Navy Lodge. We need to restore it to its former glory. This is officers' housing. This needs to be restored. This is very overgrown right now. But the buildings, the concrete, because of the quality of construction that the military requires, none of these roofs have cracks. And in the days that we live in now, housing is very expensive. We need to find a way to restore this community. How do we power such a community? We use the technology available to us today in tiny microgrids. We connect the houses. Instead of using poles and wires, we connect the houses together with a series of solar, battery, and inverters, and all the houses connected create a very strong microgrid. And that begins with Electrica, Silent Gen. This unit in front of you right now, this unit has a 10 kilowatt inverter, has 20 kilowatts of backup power in the event that power is lost. This unit, tied together in series, connecting the homes, allows us to establish a smart grid which places all the homes on one mini grid. We are going to prove this to you with these 16 condos currently in Roosevelt Roads right now. We are converting these 16 units to be the first true green city building using Electrica SmartGen. Then we expand to create the Save a Green City. Make no mistake that this is a 5 or 6 year project with the expertise and the people and the contractors that we currently have lined up. This is a very feasible project. The power required to run this city, Energy Food Farm, not only creating food security, but energy security with a 30 megawatt microgrid that will also produce agriculture. This is one of a kind of its project. We've identified 2 locations and wish to begin with this one. In closing, I want to thank you for your time. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me, bill@electrica.com. And don't be surprised when a little municipality like Ceiba begins moving Puerto Rico forward again. Have a great day.